Welcome to my channel, and also visit us at mgdriving.com. But today I'd like to talk about the Depstech Inspection Camera. Why you'd want one, is it worth it, how it works. So let's first talk about what comes in the package, and then let's talk about how it works, and then let's talk about what we can do with it. And that is interesting because when I first used it, it gave me a heart attack. My heart was literally in my throat for a good 1.5 hours, and I'll tell you that story, so stay tuned to the end. But let's see what comes with it. So when you open the box, it comes with a long tube, so it's quite long, and it has a little Wi-Fi thing that you turn on and off. When you turn it on, then basically what happens is the light comes on and the Wi-Fi starts transmitting. There's also a little control, so you can either have more or less light at the end of the camera. So as you can see here, basically that's the camera with the little LED lights all around it. And then you can see it with the light on. Okay. And it also comes with a whole bunch of other little tools, such as these little, there's one for going in and hooking something if you have something in the drain or something that you want to get. It also has a little side mirror, so you can look at the sides instead of straight down. And it also has a magnet and a little poker pin. So this is what comes with it, plus the instructions. And to be honest, it worked right out of the box. So let's have a look at exactly how it works. And stay tuned to the end, or stay tuned to when we go through and look at my pistons, because there's something to be said about having it, and there's something to be said about not having it. Okay, so once we have turned on the Depstech, then the Wi-Fi needs about 5 seconds to start working. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our Wi-Fi settings. This is what I'm doing on an Android phone, and I'm sure you have the same thing on an iPhone. So here we have the Depstech here, so we'll connect to it. Okay, so we need to do this first each time we use this, and once it's connected, then we can close down that part of our phone and open up the app that comes with it. Okay, now you'll see basically it's working right away. So for example, this is a keyboard. I'm looking at a calculator key right here. Okay, and you'll see that I have different settings on here, so I can record what I'm doing, okay, and stop it. So then I can also take a picture. So if I want to take a picture, I can point at something and take a picture. And I can turn it 90 degrees. I can put it upside down, whichever way I want. And then we have settings on the resolution that we want to use, and so on here. So it's very simple to use. And your recordings go directly to your your photo files. So that's all there is to it. So let's have a look at what I did when I first got this, and what you should know about checking inside your pistons and such. So when I first got it, I stuck it down cylinder number 2. And here we go. Down it goes. And you can see it fits fine. Has lots of space, and you can see the upper part of my piston there had this black hole looking like thing that, well, wasn't sure what that is, just wasn't sure. So I put the spark plug back in and connected my wires, and I had to go to my mechanic anyhow. I had to drop something off, so I got in my MG and I drove it down. It was a beautiful day, and then they said it looks like a hole in the piston, and holes in pistons apparently are not good. And I said, well, what should I do? What should I do? And they said, well, I wouldn't drive the car, because if that breaks, it could cause a lot of damage, anything from just scoring to completely destroying the block, depending what chunk breaks off in the piston. Well, you can imagine, after all the work I've done to this car, after everything from suspension to brakes to interior to carpets to everything, that now all of a sudden I could be in for changing pistons, which, you know, something that I've never done before. Not sure if I'd be comfortable with that. So anyhow, I drove it home. I didn't redline it, but I drove it home. And I removed the plug and I went back in. And look what I found. So I went back in and I was able to get a little wire in there, a little welding, well, a big welding wire, and then another tiny wire later. And to my total bliss, yes, it just scratched off. There was no hole at all. It's probably just some carbon left over from when it was running way too rich for way too long. And that's that. So as you can see, it's pretty much all gone and no hole to worry about. So that's that. No hole. Do you want one? Do you want to have a heart attack? That's up to you. I like to know things. I'm curious. So that's why I got one. And now I know I have a little bit of carbon deposits from when it was running rich when I bought the car. And I'll probably work on cleaning that out somehow. But she's good to go. So do you want one? Do you want to know what's inside your engine? Do you want to know what condition your pistons are? Well, as you could see at the beginning, I don't know why, but the price went up. I paid $39.99 yesterday. And today I went back on Amazon to capture a picture for you, and it's already $50 or $49.99. So, you know, that's quite the increase in price overnight. Maybe because I bought one and they never sold one. I don't know. But it works well. Very simple to use. And will give you a little bit more information than just looking at the color of your spark plugs. Hope you enjoyed my video. Visit us on YouTube. Visit us at mgdriving.com and subscribe to my channel. It helps. Thank you.